Hey YouTube, it's the Airport, and it's time to get things going on Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle again on the Showdown simulator. So I have my team. I found a good game online. I'm playing against a rain team, and so I lead Ferrothorn, knowing nothing on this team can really deal with me. I go for a Thunderwave, hoping to catch something on his team well, and I do catch a Burrowing, which is nice because that means he will not get his Toxic Orb if he has it. However, I do see the fact that he goes for the low sleep, letting me know he's Technician. And that does a good chunk of damage. I really don't see a point in keeping my fortress like conserved, so I'm gonna stay in. I go for a protect, trying to get an early wake in case he did stay in. And so I wake up, protect went off. I'm gonna stay in. Can't take the Hydro Pump, making me think that I Specs Politoed. I go out of Infernape, wanting to get my rocks up. After I go for the fake out, 17% less me again. I'm thinking Scarf Politoed. So he is faster, so now I know definitely Scarfed. I live, get my rocks up, and at this point I can switch out, go back into Pharaoh, knowing again I can take. I'm especially defensive Ferrothorn. I resist that. I can take it. Leftovers. He only has 8 shots of that. He's down to 5, so he's probably not gonna want to stay in. But knowing he's gonna switch and knowing nothing on his team other than Rachi can really do anything, would he be able to take an attack? I do go for the spikes just because I'm like, well, we might go with Rachi. He goes for Stealth Rocks. I go for Power Whip. It does a massive amount of damage, almost kills it. And here I'm like, well, what can you really do to me? So I'm gonna try to set up more spikes, knowing that he doesn't have a spitter. He goes for the Earthquake. The Earthquake doesn't kill me, but it does a lot because it's Life Orb. The Life Orb does kill him off, so I get a free layer of spikes. He goes out into a Azumarill. It's at this point that I want to go back out into my. No, I stay in. Actually, wanting to see what he'll do. I should have gone on to Infernape because they had 1 HP, not real use. However, I lose my Pharaoh. His Azumarill loses a lot of damage, a lot of HP, just from the switch and everything. So he switches out, goes into Arashi. Arashi takes 6% from Rock, 17% from the level 2 layer spikes. I go for the Drain Punch. Crit does not matter. That is a Banded Conkeldurr, Adamant, max attack. That'll easily kill the Arashi. He goes on to Azumarill, and I'm like, okay, you know, he goes for a Waterfall, I can probably take it. Goes for it, I take it with 1 HP, however, he does get the flinch, which is very unfortunate, because now Azumarill is going to live to kill off my Conkeldurr. And since Rock's up, I know preserving it is not worth it. I go out on the Rotom Wash, go for the straight Thunderbolt. No, I go for the Hydro Pump. Why I go for that? Oh yeah, I go for Hydro Pump, predicting the Beryllium switch, knowing that in the rain, Hydro Pump off Rotom should do enough damage. However, I do miss, which is rather unfortunate. However, I am faster due to the paralysis, so I get the Hydro Pump buff. It easily kills off the Beryllium, and I recover using my leftovers. His Rotom Wash switches in. He's faster, obviously Scarfed. He gets the Thunderbolt off, just thundered off. Gets good damage, gets a power up, but I still break through the paralysis, get my own Thunderbolt off. Get lefties. I'm gonna switch out into Ape, knowing that I might still have some use for my Rotom later, seeing that it is at about 40%. Rocks will take it down to about 28%. Still viable. I go into my Scarf Landorus terrain, just go for the Thunderbolt. He switches into a Azumarill, so I get a free catch on that, which is perfect because if he kept that in and had Aqua Jet, he would be able to kill off my Thundurus. However, at that point now, he doesn't. I will be able to live. And now Thundurus will be able to clean up the rest of his team using a Scarf Thunderbolt. Doesn't matter that his Politoed's Scarfed. Gonna die to a Thunderbolt. It's at under 60%. His Rotom's gonna come in. Again, that's gonna die to another Thunderbolt because Scarf Thundurus terrain ain't playing no games. That's what he does. He wrecks shit. So that was a good game. I really like the team I was using. It's done well on the OE ladder. It's more wins than losses. I will post more battles later. Catch you guys later. Until then, peace.